Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome back to another day of Dune and a future game show. Some more fun stuff, so it should be good. So, before we begin, so, I am a streamer because I love games. I do. I love games. My mic's messed up. I'm gonna fix that now. And unfortunately, what that means sometimes is I just kind of get lost in my games, and I have a good time. So I do hope that you guys might forgive me a little bit, because see, what happened was, what happened was, is yesterday I was like, I'm just gonna do a little bit of farming, and I was like, I'm just gonna do a little bit of farming, and then I was like, okay, so you know, I'm farming all these materials and I want to do more farming, so I need to use some of these materials so I can do more farming. So I used a few materials, and then I got some more, and then I was like, well, now I'm full again. I need to use some of these. Anyway, I worked on the base a little bit. We're gonna do a quick, a little tiny tour, and then we're gonna keep doing what we were doing. So anyway, this is the new rendition of the base. And we've opened it up a lot. We added another tier. We added towers and helipad. So we did a little bit, but it's great. Yeah. You said when did I do this? I'm pretty sure you were like behind me the whole time, weren't you? I'm like 90% certain that you were here. Yeah. No? Yeah. So it's still got a huge way to go, but it's a little more our speed. And we're gonna turn this into a little production area here and kind of keep working with that. But yeah, so anyway, been having a lot of fun with the building system, and it's pretty great. It's pretty great. So we're going to, you like that? I was drinking, looking at the cool little mappy thing with my drinks. But what we're going to do is we are going to head pretty much right over to here. I think we're going to start the day doing some main quest. Let's do that. Oh, some other small things that I did is I did upgrade our weapons. So I went in and got the next tier, which is artisan, and I made a weapon bench. Did some stuff there. So that's about it, though. Cohh, have you unlocked the mouse terrarium? I do have a mouse terrarium. I think that came with the Ultimate Edition. This guy right here, Little Muad'Dib. Yeah, I think that came with the, pretty sure it came with the Deluxe Edition. Yep. Oh, and today, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do here. So, one of the things that I purposefully did not do last night, I didn't do any of this offline. I didn't do any exploring. I didn't do any missions, obviously. I didn't do anything but farm and build. So, one thing I do need to do today, and I wanted to do this first thing, is I want to learn this. The stalking unit set. A set of stalking units that can be used to expand your land claim. How in the heck does this work? Okay, so we need 15,000 Solari and steel ingots. And we need a survival fabricator, which I think we have. Let's see what else we got here. We can get a pentashield set, sure. I need to be careful with my intel. Vehicle fabricator, sure. Oh, cutter ray 3. We need cobalt paste for that. Oh, and I also have these wind traps. But again, we need like silicone. So we need to get a bunch of flour today, and we need to get a bunch of the aetherite, which I don't know where aetherite is. Is aetherite where carbon is? Because we need to figure out what's going on there. Anyway, for now, let's go ahead and jump on our thing here. What are we doing on water? I'll get a bank. Let's jump on our bike and let's go do the next main quest here. which we got to do. Yes, but underground, down in the rift in those mines. Great, perfect. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, whoa, I'm still real heavy. Hold up. Hold up. Right, you got to go there. There we go. Okay. It's kind of weird. For some reason, I can sort things, but when I open them again, they're not sorted anymore. No bueno. No bueno. I hope they fix that. It's just like not remembering sorting options. Which is okay, so let's put this in there too. We're gonna put. Actually, no. Let's go over here. You go in here, and all of our blood bags are empty. Let's go ahead and recycle this. There we go. Drink some water before we go. Boop. There we go. Perfect. How we doing on fuel? Doing great. All right. So first stop is going to be maybe we'll hit this station on the way over. Let's go over here. What happens if you don't pay taxes? I think it's similar to other games like this. It probably, if you don't pay taxes after enough times, your buildings just become unclaimed. I mean, that's my guess. It sounds like a standard tax system from what I've heard. Could be different. Have we looked into the server settings to turn taxes off? I don't think we have. So, oh, dang. I need flour, but I don't think I have one of those boomsticks. I need to make me one of those boomsticks. Do that later, because I really need flour sand. We need a bunch of silicone. All right, we're going to hit our waypoint here. And we're going to jet across the desert. We're going to do that Imperial testing station over there, because I want to see if it has any good, unique loots. Did I read the book? I did. Ostie says, wow, early stream? A little bit. Been having a great time with this game. All right, so from here, we're going to go to here. Is there any drum sand or anything on the way? No, we're good. Get all these resources marked while we're here. Ooh, that's a great place for flour sand. Man, I'm sad we didn't bring that. Dude, wait, is that flour sand? That's right next to a freaking safe area. Wow. Jeez. Do we want to do the roost? Sure, let's do the roost while we're here. How are we doing on healing? 13? Good.
Reveal yourself. I need help.
Bam. New weapons doing some work. See what you got here. We'll take it. Looks to be up here. That way. Oh, little too high. Hi. We good? I think we good. Great. Just bought the game. Is there any class that has any form of martial arts or unarmed combat? Yeah, I think there's like a whole sword. What's the class called? Let me see here. There's gunnery. Or no, there's trooper. Planetologist. Bene Gesserit. Here's like a sprint that gets you right next to him. Here's more blade damage, more short blade damage. Weirding step, Anabindu strike. So yeah, there's lots of melee stuff you can do. Yep, if you want to. I find the melee system a little clunky right now. Maybe it's just because I don't really get it fully, but probably gonna look into that later when we get the Bene Gesserit line, which we do not have right now. You can scoop flour sand into your pocket by hand. Oh yeah, I know. Thank you. We have already done that. Okay, there should be an intel around here somewhere. What's over here? More ammo. We'll take it. Unfortunately, our disruptor just rips through ammo. ¿Dónde está Intelo? Aha. Sneaky. Sneaky breaky. Alright, let's go. Just a light? Damn, yeah, that's all it is. Ow. Pain. Immense pain. All right. We continue. Next up is the Imperial Testing Station. Actually, you know what? If this really is safe gathering, let me see here. I mean, dang, that is right next to this. Am I harvesting this? Not in the worm area? What made you choose for a solo server? Oh, it's not a solo server. I'm playing solo on a private server. Yeah. But no, I'm playing with the community. I think we need like 8 more silicone to make the survival bench. And 1 silicone is 5 flour sand. So I think we're good. Man, I really got to make one of those. We're gonna have to come out here later and use one of those blow up things. Where's that location? We are currently right east of Imperial Testing Station number 9 in the western Vermilius Gap. Yep. Come get you some flour. And not that kind. No, that's illegal here. Oh, Lord. Oh, we got to make some new armor today, too. I'm still wearing T1 armor. I don't even know what T2 armor uses. Whoa. Oh, yeah. This is like the last place we came to in the beta before I got eaten by a sandworm. As you do. New gun doing work. Hell yeah.
someone.
Hey, chat, she saw someone. Oh, God. Do those only always have ammo in them? I wonder if we can stop checking them. These guys here. These little square dudes. I think they only have ammo. Yeah. Okay. What weapon am I using? The Artisan's Karpov 38. So the T3 weapon, I think. The steel one. Okay, we're going in. They can also have bandages? Okay, so they're just straight up supply cabinets. Alright, thank you. I meant to do that.
The contracts have all been signed and certified, Captain, and your advance has been passed on through Chone channels. This operation is costing me a fortune, so I expect quick results. My agents have located the hideout of the Kirab who hijacked our water transport. Your force is to punish the bandits and recover what water you can. Remember, any necessary correspondence is to come directly to me, not anyone else at the Guild.
Okay. Hi.
Don't shoot, don't shoot! I'm unarmed and... Oh, it's you! My erstwhile apprentice.
Derek, what are you doing here?
Keep your voice down, please. I'm still trying to complete my audit, but the difficulties continue to mount. The Cho mercenaries up top sneered at my Imperial seal, but they let me past. But as soon as I went inside, people started trying to dart me.
As they
So I
do.
retreated.
Hey, Iron
And
Trig,
I've
what's
been
up, buddy?
here considering my options. Until you showed up, my well-armed friend.
What are you thinking, Derek?
I'm just remembering how competent a certain somebody was back at testing station number 2. Maybe we can revisit our arrangement?
What are you offering?
Here's what I am proposing. You get inside the testing station and, just like last time, find me the mnemic films containing the reports. In return, I'll teach you some more about the practical applications of planetology and ecological systems. Deal?
Done. This game is going to flop. This game will flop at the moment of official release in 3 days. It says Extreme Sniper. You know how many people were playing this game on Steam yesterday, right? I think they're fine. I think they're gonna be fine. Yeah. How many were playing yesterday? At least 350. Yep. I'll give you those films. Just wait here and try to stay alive.
Once again, I am in your debt. I'll wait here then, shall I?
Now, I don't know what, when you say flop, if you mean like flop as in the servers are going to die, maybe. Absolutely. But flop like the game is going to like not make money, I think there was like over 90,000 people on Steam yesterday. So I'm pretty sure for Funcom this is already doing all right. Yeah. I think this game is already doing all right. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean, I think anything that happens on the 10th is kind of just icing on the cake. But again, I don't know what their projections were. And actually, you know, I say that. And 100K is a lot. But I don't know how much they were expecting considering this is a Dune game. Maybe they were expecting a lot more than that. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about. But yeah, well, I'm sure they'll tell us. But they have very big future plans for the game. So I would hope that they're still planning on doing all that stuff too. It's currently listed as the #1 top seller on Steam. That's good. This game also needs more work. It needs more love, which the devs have said they're going to give it. So, and if we know anything from Funcom, they will stick with it. They have with their other products, so that's good at least. That is good. Am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go this way. The server costs probably cut into profits. I would imagine the server costs do. I don't know about Funcom's server stuff, but I do know that they've been doing server-based games for a long time, so I would assume that they know what they're doing with that.
Welcome, visitor, to Imperial Desert
We'll see.
Testing Station number 197. I am Station Supervisor Janice Braun of the Imperial Engineering Corps. Yes, this lab has the unique distinction of being headed by an engineer rather than a scientist. Although there are geologists and hydrologists aplenty on our team, our mission requires engineering expertise above all. The mission is simple. Find Dune's water. Our scientific colleagues assure us that conditions are right for the presence of a large aquifer on this planet. Our mission will be to drill deep until we find it.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, wait. Maybe this isn't the right way. Oh, this is like the exit.
Good show.
Interesting.
Welcome, visitor.
Ubi, thank you very much for that 5 bomb, dude. All right, let's go. Ubi177, thank you very much. Okay. Not going through this one. Dude, that IOI showcase last night. Oh, man. I was having a hard time breathing during some of that. Oh, my lord. Woo! I think one of the funniest parts was the fact that the hostess was maintaining like an actual professional feel the whole time. So while everything else was just like falling apart egregiously, she was like acting like everything was fine. It was actually pretty great. But yeah, that situation was...
Hello.
Wow. What's up, buddy? What happened? Oh, dude. What happened? People didn't know where to be at the right times. There were audio issues the entire time, from like the audio not working to levels all over the place. They did this really weird section where they just showed like a poker mini game for 10 minutes. The pacing was weird. Like, it was very clearly run by somebody who didn't know what they were doing. To put it bluntly, it looks like it was run by somebody who had not done it before, which is kind of true because it was their first show. But I mean, you would think that they would have hired somebody that had a lot of experience. Maybe they didn't hire anyone. Maybe that was the thing. Maybe they just put it on themselves and they were like, "We got this," and now they know they did not have it. No, they in fact did not got this. Unfortunately, so that's kind of where we are with that. It was a pretty big train wreck of a showcase. Yeah. Technically, it was one of the messiest I think I've seen. The Thag says, "Glad I went to sleep." You say that, but honestly, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said I have not laughed that hard in a long time. I could not breathe at some points. Like there was like this one part where she was interviewing someone, and during the interview, apparently they started moving people either in or out of a theater. So she just like cuts the interview off, but then they don't act like they're in a rush to get anywhere. So they just stand there awkwardly looking at the screen. And then the hostess like makes this weird funny face, and then they cut away. And it's just like, what are you doing? It was great. It was great. It was a wild experience, that's for sure. But yeah, very much a my first showcase kind of situation. I thought the poker was me clicking on the wrong
Did you
tab.
grab your quest item?
Oh, I don't know.
It's back here.
I don't think so. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Boop, boop. Wait, do I have that quest? I do, great.
By all that's holy, Lazaro, you were right. The water
said that this crafts work
transport
in the
had
community.
far fewer guards than we normally see. It was a simple matter to overwhelm them. And the ice from the pole, Lazaro. I never thought to see such a sight. We are bringing the transport back to the station by secret paths. Have the tank prepared. The thirsty of the region will soon be coming to us with their Solaris in hand. We will all be rich as nobles.
Oh. Lloyd Davies over on YouTube.
Super chat. Hi COH.
Hi.
I have a question for you that me and my friends have been debating. You're on a desert island and asked to play one game only for 3 months straight. What are you picking and why? Massive fan.
Well, to put it bluntly, if I was on a desert island, I'd probably not be gaming much. I'd just be eating the whole time. I'm a big fan of dessert myself. But that being said, on top of that, I honestly, I get this question a lot, and there's two things I think about when I get asked a question like that. The one is, what's more important, fun or replayability? And I never really, I never answer that question adequately to myself. Because there's some games that are like my favorite games, like Cyberpunk. That's my go-to, right? Cyberpunk. Love Cyberpunk. But I mean, I could only do I don't know, 10 runs of Cyberpunk, and then I'd be probably done. That's how I feel about any game.
Dr. Verde was right.
So
There is water here.
I don't know, man. It'd have to be maybe a first-person shooter or something, like round-based.
Our very first
UE2
floor turned
maybe
with
with
water
updates?
plenty. It was deep, but we initiated a strong flow. We'd barely finished patting each other on the back when the flow trickled out. The same with our second bore, and our third, and almost a dozen others. Always the same. A strong flow that quickly dries up. None of the big brains seems to have an answer for it.
Interesting.
Dr. McCain wants to investigate that oily residue that keeps coming up on the equipment. She thinks it might be organic in nature. Could that somehow be the problem?
Organic residue. Is spice organic? I don't think it is. Is it alive? Oh, I guess it's worm poop, isn't it? So I guess it would be organic. Huh. Weird. Okay. Strange. I never actually thought of that. I always assumed it was like a mineral. Think of it as non-GMO. That's probably it, yeah. Are we back in the starting area right now? Or is this a different area? It's just very not... It's hard to tell because Craftsworks running around killing everyone. I think that was the starting area, right? Okay. Oh wait, maybe not. Because this door's not
Did
open.
we go to that big door here on this side?
No, I can't go through that door. Do you have it activated?
Yes, I can.
You can go through it. Okay, I probably just missed a key or something. I'll go find it. Spice is worm poop? Yeah. Spice is the residue that worms leave behind when they're doing their little swimmy sand worm thing. It's the official term for it, by the way. Swimmy sand worm thing. Yep. What's even a keyed door? Oh, is it even a keyed door? I don't know. It was blocked. Normally, the doors can be blocked for two reasons. Either they're keyed, or or you have to kill everything in the room. I'm wondering if I just didn't loot a key somewhere. Any games pique your interest during SGF? Oh yeah, big time. I really liked Mortal Shell 2. I was a big fan of Mortal Shell. Can't wait for Mortal Shell 2. The Omnimusha game actually looked a lot cooler than I was expecting. There it is. Looked a lot cooler than I was expecting. That game looked kind of like a more story-based Soulsy kind of game. That looked pretty fun. I'm very interested in both the Atomic Heart 2 project and whatever that cube thing is. Because Atomic Heart has crazy-ass powers, and I would love to play a PvP game with those crazy-ass powers. Also, I'm a big fan of boobs and butts. And it looks like the cube has a lot of both of those. So I think that could be a lot of fun as well. Yeah. Yes. Mm-mm. But no, it looked great, and like I said, I had a great time with Atomic Heart. That game was baller. In fact, I think there's a DLC we need to do for that game.
Beware, Lazaro.
Maybe we'll play it again
This is
before too.
trouble. As you instructed, I went to Mirzabad to spread the word of our water facade. But while there, I learned that agents of the water shippers have been offering hefty rewards for anyone who can provide information about their stolen
Two
shipments.
DLCs.
We must prepare.
They didn't announce a release date for Atomic Heart 2. Oh, Ill. Yes, Ill looked awesome. That looked like one of the most realistic body horror games I've seen in a long time. I am very excited for Ill. That game looks creepy. Right up my alley. Does that mean you have a license to Ill? Not necessarily, but it does mean that I'm not sleeping until Brooklyn. So it's tangential. Any plans for Liza P DLC? At some point soon. I don't know when, but oh my god, at some point soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You gonna try the Neo 3 demo? Yep. You gonna do that at some point as well? Mm-hmm. Next week we'll probably start both of those, I think. Honestly, you know what? I was thinking about this last night. I don't normally do this, but I think I might do this. I don't think I want to finish Tainted Grail Act 3 without the extra content they said is coming in August. I have had such a good time in Tainted Grail. I don't think I don't want to see like the subpar version. I want to see it when it's done. I want to see what the devs intended, which I think is what's coming in August. So, yeah, I think we may play more of the mage, to be honest, but I think I'm gonna pause it for now. I do. I just, knowing that Act 3 is as weird as it is, and especially now knowing that they have more content planned for it, I think I'm just gonna wait. Yep. Endeavor says, calling it now, Cohh never finishes Tainted Grail. Not only am I gonna finish it, but brother, there are few games, very few games, that I immediately start my for fun run after the first run. And I didn't even finish the first run. So, Tainted Grail is something special. That game is, honestly, it's so special, it's one of the reasons I don't want to finish it like in the state it's in. So, yeah, man. Nah, Yep. And like I said, we'll probably play a little bit more of the mage, at least. Dang. Oh, what are these people doing? Oh, nice. Perfect. Ooh, eliminate the ringleader. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Do I need to, like, contact or anything? Let me see real quick. You know what they should do? They should make it so if you go into your journal, if any of these require you to click contact issuer, they should have a big glowing yellow pulsing border. Like, click here And then when you click on it, this should be big and glowing. Right there. Yep. That'd be really nice. Okay. You are neither the man I made this contact with nor a member of his squad. Tell me why I should pay you for the job they couldn't do. This just keeps going from bad to worse. Look, forget what I said. You finished a job. At least that's something. Just take your payment and forget this ever happened. Understood. And done. I can do this thing, you ask. There's got to be a big chest here somewhere, right? Oh. No?
Ask any of the nobles, what is a Kirab?
Key is up here.
A petty bandit, they will tell you. I, Lazaro Fine, am such a Kirab, as was my father and his father before him. Yes, I am a bandit. I embrace that, but I do not accept being petty. There is wealth and power to be had on this Dune, even for those such as me. There is the spice of blood, but spice is the treasure of the Imperium. So what, I ask myself, is the treasure of Dune? Water. Water is that treasure. I see the masters of the Water Shippers Guild growing rich, and I think, why not me? Can water not make even a Kirab a rich man? Indeed, it can. If that Kirab is bold enough to take it. And I am bold enough.
Chad, I feel like that man is bold enough. I do. Where are we going here? Ooh. Oh, here it is. These are the fancy chests. Yeah, buddy. What do we got? Soft step boots. Reducing the vibrations that attract the worm. Beautiful. And more importantly, now we know exactly where to get spice-infused dust. So I need to get a bunch more of that. Great. Great. So we will be making some of these boots as soon as we get back. But we are still currently on a mission. We're going to continue that mission. Got a lot of great loot in here too. And we did some quests. Man, what a great area.
Hey, Captain. I know a fellow who's a grunt for the Water Shippers Guild, and he told me something you might want to know. That guild exec that hired us, Oren Razin, well, it seems he has been trying to impress his bosses by reducing expenses. Only one of the ways he tried to save money was by cutting back on security for his ice shipments. The Kirab probably wouldn't have been able to hijack that shipment if it had the required number of guards. And now, Razin's desperate to try and fix things before the hammer falls. Thought this info might be useful if we want to try to screw some extra money out of him.
Man, I gotta say, I love the voice logs. They add so much to this game. It's great. And we're watching more showcases today. The showcase I'm going to be watching today is the Future Game Show. And we might be doing something right after it, too. So that's the big one.